Hey friends, welcome back to more Mount and Blade Warband. With the Prophecy of Pendor overhaul, King Ulrich wants to borrow Diev Wodenson for about a week. And you know what? I'm going to say, to make King Ulrich happy, we will happily let him borrow Diev for a bit. He's not going to be instrumental in our success. I don't know, does that give... It may even give Diev a bit of experience. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest, but we will let him do it anyways. This episode, brought to you by Steve. I think I'm going to let the game pass by just sitting in Sarleon and waiting. Because, number one, we're not at war. Number two, I want to finish this book in order to trigger the next part of this castle quest. So, we're going to sit around for just a bit, level some folks up, just chill out in Sarleon, enjoy the beautiful taverns, the high-quality libraries, because we are an intelligent mercenary company. Just kidding, we're hitting up every single strip club in all of Sarleon, let's be real. Hey, we have finished reading the fragile book. Unfortunately, it faded away, almost as if fate intended it that way. I guess we have a really great memory, but yeah, there we go. We finished the fragile book, so we now have an updated part of our quest where we have to go back to Vorador over in the lands of Ravenstern. So let's try to get over there before war is declared. King Ulrich just holding down the fort here. Patrolling around Sarleon, hanging out, being a boss like he is. So we'll swing that way. By the way, Leslie got a bit of a promotion. Anson got a promotion too. I love it when Anson gets promoted because Anson is probably one of the most important companions in the game. Not because of his skill in weaponry or what have you, but because of his skill in medicine. There's a skill called surgery. Every point to this skill gives a 4% chance that a mortally struck party member will be wounded rather than killed. This can get insanely high. And thus, when you have a battle and you lose 30 or 40 troops or something that they would normally get killed and they're wounded instead, it really makes your army stay up for much longer. So it's incredibly powerful. I love Anson. He's my flava fave and he's adorbs. Now, Leslie... I don't know what I want to do with Leslie. I guess we could... who's going to be our all-arounders? We're going to get Alyssa and Julia. I think they're the ones who have pretty decent intelligence. We're going to make those our pathfinding ones. So I guess what we'll do is bump up. We'll keep putting points into charisma for Leslie to keep bumping this trait up. But I don't think... you also, in the corner here in parentheses, you see if something is a leader skill or a party skill. There's also an individual skill as well, a personal skill. So party skills, I don't know this 100%, but when somebody has a skill level that is, I don't know, is it at least a 2? Maybe it's at least like half of what the top person has. I'm not entirely sure what it is, but basically at a certain point, if someone has skill, they will add a +1 to the person with the highest skill. So we have don't we have 3 in pathfinding? Or maybe it means we have 4 total. So we have 3 in pathfinding, but we're getting a +1 from somebody else. It probably is Cavalry. She has a 3 in pathfinding. So I'm not entirely sure at what point the cutoff is, but having party skills means that people will kind of add together. So the best person will still do the job, and then they'll get a +1 as long as someone is over a certain point. And I apologize, I don't really know what that calculation is, but someone will. All right, so we're going to run back to Poinsbrook real quick because I want to chat with good old knowledgeable Vorador. I forgot his name for a second. Vorador has the next step of this quest. So we're going to say, hey, I found the ruins and found some info. And we're going to chat and chat and chat. And basically we found some stuff. And he's going to say, you could rebuild this shit. And we're going to be like, that is a great idea. We're going to go back to Quinn, medicine woman, and talk to some folks and find some strong men in the village, basically, and we can start rebuilding. However, we're going to need some stuff. Eventually, we're going to actually need 3 Sumpter horses. We're also going to need a cask of ale and 5 things of dried meat. I think that's all we need. So I'm going to keep my eye out for some ale. And I will also keep an eye out for really cheap ponies, because I really want to get some cheap ponies. Also, at a certain point, we're going to need 20 refugees. So that is why, or maybe 15 refugees. But that's why I'm starting to try to pick up some refugees now. If you get to this quest... Oh, hey, interesting. There's utter silence around you. What the crap? The lack of sound seems deafening. Your leadership has been increased by 1. You'll occasionally get some random events, and I don't know what triggers these events, but occasionally you'll get some random bonuses. There's a certain point once you start getting some honor, I think you get a bow if you have a certain amount of skill and power draw, which is kind of cool. Ooh, the Order Knights are fighting the Jatu. There is 3 I really don't want to put my troops up against the Jatu though. That is a way to get yourself super killed. Here we go. If you're doing this quest line, by the way, you will eventually need these refugees. The best place that I've found to find refugees is right here in Ravenstern territory. There are a ton of these Mist Mountain warriors. They normally spawn with at least 1 refugee in tow. Also, I realize, I apologize, I haven't done a lot of battling in this game yet, in terms of right here, this kind of battling. So my apologies if that's what you're here for. We will get there many more battles will be coming soon. We have to do a little bit of prep work though, to make sure we're not complete and utter failures. Man, Steve is a murder machine against unarmed targets. Let's shoot some bitches in the face, whether they're friendly or enemy. Hey, nice shot, Steve. Well struck, sir. You are dead. Who's left? Who is left here? Is it on horseback? Oh, there we go. Battle is over with. Hooray, hooray. You can totally hurdle enemy or groups of people, by the way. Your horse is like full of Skyrim witchcraft. Okay, so again, nothing really great in the loot pool. I tend to only grab stuff that's worth like, I don't know, a couple hundred at least. I really don't bother with looting until we start to get into enemy armies. Now, it would be useful for some folks to have a shield. So I will say, you know what? Let's do this. Let's talk to Leslie. I want to talk about how she manages her equipment. We're going to upgrade her armor, horse. We're also going to do one-handed shield, crossbow, and bolts. I could have all party members upgrade like her, but I don't want Cavalry to lose her man opener at the moment. When you do that, you can actually use this, let your heroes select stuff, and they're going to upgrade their gear. So Leslie is going to be a little bit different now, I hope. Here we go, a little bit armored. She also has a level up available, which is nice. Nice. Anson got his ass knocked the hell out. Hey, we've advanced to level 4 just by our overnight training. So it's kind of cool because you can actually get level ups too if people are smarter and higher level and whatnot. So we will put a point into strength again, going for 15 strength. Hey, our leadership is now up to 8. God, that's crazy. Reducing troop wages is freaking huge, because eventually your army is going to be insanely expensive, especially once we start getting the high level troops. What else do we want to put points into? Let's go ahead and max out training, because that is a very big thing. I'm kind of forcing training down our throats right now, because what I want to do eventually, once we have a decent amount of companions, just a couple more companions with good training, then I'm going to start recruiting from these different villages. We're going to start forming the basis of our army. Once we're at that point, maybe once we get Julia as well, because Julia has really good pathfinding, we'll be fast enough to keep up with the army and then, you know, hunt down some enemies. So that's kind of my long-term goal. And that's why I'm kind of pushing the whole training thing, is that I want to be able to recruit a bunch of people and then upgrade them relatively quickly. One of the things we're going to be doing in the interim, by the way, when we make enough money, you can you can chat or talk with the guild master and request that a building gets built. It's going to cost a crap ton of money. You also have to have relatively decent relations. So the goal, there's Lithaldrian. The goal is to have a business in every single city, which sounds daunting, and it kind of is, but over time, that's going to be giving you, each one of them will be giving you like 500 dinar per week. So a very good supplemental income to whatever you already have. So here we've got a bunch of people for recruitment. We've got Donovan over there, who's not going to fit in our party. Lithaldrian, who will, but he's very, very expensive. And some young, angry, feared Zvain nobles. Yes, 5 of you, 6 of you. Also, Boadicea was hanging out there too. Boadicea is not someone we'll be picking up. Sadly. Terrible, terrible tragedy. I think she hurls spears at people. Like, she is straight up a professional spear chucker. All right, we're going to head back over to Quinn. I kind of like this early quest line that we're doing because it kind of gives you some direction early game. And I feel like in Mount and Blade, it's always a tender area at the start of the game. Especially Prophecy of Pendor. Prophecy of Pendor will kick you down in the mud, take your wallet, and make you embarrassed for the rest of your days. Like, it is not a nice game. And so it's kind of nice to have some guidance to help you along. Mercenary Warrior. My friend, what do you turn into? Oh, mighty, mighty Mercenary Warrior. I think you're on foot. Mercenary Infantry, Mercenary Warrior. You're down the infantry line, so you cannot be turned into a horseman. So we shall not be talking to you, good sir. I said good day, sir. Oops. Ran into some farmers. One day I'm going to find that axe that I love, and I'm going to just be so excited. Not axe, sorry, hammer. But yeah, anyways. Early game, the game can be rather punishing, especially in Prophecy of Pendor. So, a mercenary, I like the mercenary start. Like I said before in the first episode, it's one of the, 3 or 4 different styles of starting the game. You can either immediately rush into trying to form an army. You can do the tournament run. You can also do what we're doing, which is becoming a mercenary for one of the kingdoms. And then you can also do the trading run, which is even easier if you get Leslie as well, who can help you with trade. All right, we're going to chat with the village elder. And hey, are there any, we're looking for a skilled builder. And he is going to be Gregard Bernard. I'll hire Bernard. Lovely. So Bernard is going to meet us over at our super secret old lair or old hideout, old ruins. And we're going to chat with him and basically say, hey man, can you make this place fancy? And he's going to be like, yeah, you want to give me some beer and dried meat and some workers? So that is where we're going to get the next phase of our quest, which is going to require us to get 3 sumpter horses, 1 cask of ale, 3 tools, and 5 dried meat, 20 refugees. So that is a pretty big, I'm going off of memory. I think that's roughly what everything is, but it seems like a lot of stuff. It's not too bad. What really actually is harder is the stupid dried meat, because your party tends to eat the meat first. So we'll do what we can here. All right, Bernard. Hello, hello. Good to have you here. What do you think about this place? Could I establish a permanent base? It has potential, lots of work. What do we need? There we go. We have our new quest, which is going to be over here. 5 pieces of meat, 1 barrel of ale, 3 packs of tools, and a something in 5 golden eggs. Yeah, sure, sounds good. So I'm going to continue on doing our running around. We're not at war, which is kind of a bummer. I like it when we're at war because wars are good. Now, whenever war kicks off, it's going to be great because our side, the Sarlianis, are going to have nice, fresh troops. They've got full armies. They're going to have high quality troops right off the bat. And hopefully what will happen is a marshal will be declared very early on, and they'll have some direction and try to capture a castle. So it's going to be great to follow along with our friends here, trying to get into some early fights. Again, with the goal of capturing enemy lords. That's really what I find is one of, hey, he wants to start war with Kingdom of Ravenstern. Now, this is a bit rough because although he appreciates it, everyone else gets upset if you try to declare war and start a war with another faction. So we're not going to do that mission, although it does let you start a war, which is fun. But again, I'm trying to make relationships relatively high. I meant to say, hey, where's the king? He is traveling to Sarlian, coming through by way of Kennet Castle. Cool, let's intercept the king. Maybe, where the crap are you? Kennet Castle, he'll be coming from this direction. Cool. But yeah, so whenever this war kicks off, we are going to follow around our friendly troops, trying to see if there's any fights. We will also, there's cool ways to, how would you call it? Like, if I were to fight a bunch of enemies that are right here, and one of my allies was right behind me, there's this cool feature where they will warp to you and assist you in the battle. And it's this invisible area of effect around your character that can pull allies into a battle. Same thing with the enemies, though. So if I were about to start a fight with Lord Fossard here, and there was, maybe an ally here and an ally of mine here, and he was the enemy, they would all join in the fight. So it is kind of a tricksy thing to get the balance and get the distances in mind. But it is a very important strategy to learn in this game. Let's go over to Kennet Castle, see if the king is hiding here. Nope, just Lord Fouchiard. There's Godric. Who are we hiding from again? Brennus. Where the crap is the king? Hello, sir, I'm Steve. He wants us to send a letter to Baron Lealfric? Sure, yeah, not a problem. Whitestag Castle will eventually be ours. So, yeah, sorry about that. Where is the king?
You're lucky.
He's traveling to Sarleon. He's close to Sarleon. Okay, we must have missed him in the dark. Back we go. Hey, there's the king. I want to get my party member back. I think it's been a week. Let's see. I should like Diev Wodenson. There we go. And see, it actually gave you 1 because you accepted the quest, and then 3 from completing it. So a very big boost to relationship with the king. So I'm a huge fan of doing that. I will continue my hunt, by the way, off camera or between cuts here for more recruits. I don't know if we're down to too many. 1,500 dinar. We're also starting to eat into our supplies. Ooh, Adonia is not one of the folks that I want. She is pretty good. Donovan, again, a farmer. Now, the farmer is interesting. The farmer is here because one of the villages nearby is being raided. If we go there and help the village fight off the raiders, we are going to get some honor. The problem is with our current complement, granted we have some decent adventurers, but everyone else is kind of meh. So I don't really want to sacrifice anyone at the moment. So we're going to keep it nice and safe. I do need to keep continuing. I need to continue promoting. Oh God, we have a lot of people ready for promotion. Holy crap, I missed that a lot. Lots of our horsemen are starting to get up to a better horseman quality. At a certain point, by the way, your mercenary company might start costing you more money than King Sarleon is going to give you. So if that happens, what you can do to supplement the money that the king will send you every week is to hire a bunch of peasants. Just fill your army with some average troops, and he'll give you more money. It's something like the quality of the troop plus the amount of the troop you have, but I don't quite know the calculation. Okay, so we're about to be broke. So with this Sumpter horse, the second of the 3, I also grabbed a cask of ale. We're pretty much broke. So let's go pick some fights. And I think because we are eventually going to need 20 refugees. Is it 20? It doesn't say it yet, but we are going to need it eventually. So let's go ahead and find ourselves 20 refugees. So we're going to go pick some fights with the forest bandits way over in yon northern area. And be a little careful around the Jatu. We're still faster, even with 43 troopers. We're still really, really fast. Also, they're running from us, which is a great sign. If the Jatu think we're strong, I'm okay with that. Oh, hey, there is a... I don't know if I want to do this or not. If we could join in this fight. Now, the problem is... Oh, shit. They're done with their fight. The Noldor weren't at war. We're not at war with the Kingdom of Ravensburn. I feel like the king gets pissed off if you start a fight. He's running from us? Oh my god, that's so adorable. Oh my god, if we could capture or kill these Noldor, we would get such good loot. I don't know if we could do that. We have 43 troops. Realistically, 1, 2, 3 suck. The adventurers are okay. Sorry, well, these adventurers are good. The young adventurers are very okay. We could possibly overwhelm them with numbers. But if they split up, I'd be a little bit worried about how quickly we die. I don't think I'm going to do it. I'm trying to be very, very cautious this playthrough because I don't want to commit all my troops. Because if we lose everyone and everything we've been collecting. So all the money that we originally paid to hire all of those mercenaries is gone out the window. So I will be a little bit more passive until we get more troops on board. Sorry about that. You're looking for some, YOLO, send it on deep. Not quite what we're going to be doing. Maybe in Bannerlord, by the way. It will be really aggressive in Bannerlord. I don't know. I've actually not watched any videos that really go in depth about the factions. I have looked at some rough gameplay of sieges and stuff like that. The sieges or the siege mechanic looks really fun. You're the Blackroot clan. I want to fight you, buddy. You're running from me, and you've got a refugee. Let's go ahead and fight this guy here. Slow down, friend. See, we're just fast enough to catch up to this guy, which is pretty cool. There we go. And in, oh hey, Duke Adelmar has joined the battle on our side. You know what? I really don't want to fight with him. I don't want to deal with waiting for his troops to show up. There we go. 43 versus 16. We are going to just say charge. I will keep my infantry here. And there goes our glorious horsemen of the apocalypse. One of these guys I think is strong. That guy right there in armor is the one who's stronger. A couple of them in armor. Let's target that guy there. He is going to be one that could actually hurt us. Let's go ahead and dehorse him if we can. If you've got enemies that are stronger than you, by the way, dehorsing is a great way to even the odds. So try to aim for the horse with your crossbow, with whatever you happen to have. Shit, are they? Are they already killed? Cool. We did lose a couple. And it's not bad. It's not a bad trade-off if we lose a few every now and again. If we're able to get any loot. I don't know if we will or not. This dude's kind of a badass. Look at all the blood on his shirt. I want to shoot you. Calm down. Oh, he's dead. And he was the last one. Lovely. Hey, by the way, friendly fire is on. So you can, in fact, shoot your friends. So be careful what you do. We did lose one trooper. That's okay. Do we get any loot, though? We got... Oh, it's all crappy. That's a bit of a bummer. I don't know. I guess I'll be grabbing a little bit here and there. Probably the most expensive, like over 100, I'll grab just to have it. We will hire our lovely refugee friend. Welcome, friend. Leslie has a kind heart. Oh, Diev loves Leslie. I think Anson loves Leslie, too. Who does Anson love? Maybe I got that backwards. We have 1,004 experience shared. I think let's go fight these thieves. I think these guys are going to drop some decent loot. Now luckily we're at the point where we can chase thieves down and kill them, which is quite lovely. Means more money for us. Let's talk with Leslie, make sure she can get a bit of an upgrade. Hello? Wait, what? Oh, I never gave her her skill point. I guess we'll put it in training. I mean, they don't have to be a warrior per se. If they're higher level than the base troops, they're going to be giving some training. So any little bit of training is going to help us long term. There we go. Highwayman, hello, friend. Have you met my friend Steve? Oh, wait, that's me. Look at how handsome we look. Look at that. Like wearing like a skull cap when you got a dress shirt on. Beautiful. You can normally judge the kind of loot you're going to get by the quality of the armor your enemies are wearing. Like this guy's got a pretty decent hauberk or chain shirt on. I think the other guys that were mounted were pretty average-ish as well. So it should be a pretty okay loot pool. Nothing crazy. I might put more points into looting because I think when you put a point into looting, you get a higher chance of getting better quality gear or at least more gear. So, relatively good stuff. Oh shit, I shot a friendly troop because the dude died right as we shot. There we go. We've got a pretty decent looking army though. Nothing to, you know, write home to mom about, but also nothing to scoff at. Yeah, some leather gloves. I need leather gloves, so we will take those happily. Upgrade our fancy pants boots. Let the kids upgrade their stuff a bit and take some more loot. Lovely. So this is the part of the early game that is going to be probably a tiny bit of the grind. So I'm going to be doing some of this stuff off camera. I won't show you every single fight because that's going to be exhausting for you. And you really don't want to hear me hum and haw throughout the entire fight. So I will speed my way through Ravenstern territory. I'll go find some other raiders. Really the best raiders to throw yourself against are the Vanscary? I think it's Vanscary Raiders. And they're the ones who are the most Viking-like of all the bandits. They are very, very well armored. They are very strong. So right here is a group of Vanscary Raiders. If you notice, they did run away from me. There are 3 freebooters, 6 marauders, 4 warriors, and 5 raiders. This would hurt. And really it comes down to, is the loot we gain enough to cover the cost of hiring the people that they're inevitably going to kill? And I think it comes down to not getting yourself overwhelmed. So basically not, hey, we're up to squires now, which is awesome. We're almost up to adventurers. It's actually really, really good. Let's look for some smaller Vanscary Raider parties. Like maybe below 15. Right there, 16. We'll start off with these guys. This will be a good benchmark. This fight I will show you. We're nearing my home village. Hello, Cavalry. Lovely. You and your beautiful polygon cheeks. Look at that. Okie dokie, so we have met the Van Scary Raiders in open land. A lot of them are on foot. Let's get my cavalry together since they don't have any cavalry. They have one guy that they're sending. All right, cavalry is with me. Let's try to do an organized assault here where they're following me just a bit. You can hit them pretty good with a single wave. It just takes a little bit of time. All right, there we go. Let's go ahead and give them a bit of a charge. Look at that. They throw some really nasty throwing weapons, by the way. They can be super deadly. Do not underestimate how scary the Van Scary are. Accidental joke. .gif. Let's see if we can't shoot some bitches in the back. Lovely. Headshot. Did we kill him? No, I don't think we did. We got a good headshot on him. Also, when you're early game, it doesn't hurt to keep an eye on all your friends to make sure you can help out anyone who is in an awkward spot. So if you notice one of your horsemen getting chased down by, like right over there, looked like they were getting chased down by some infantry, make sure you help them out, keep them alive, be a bro, be a gal, do the needful to help your allies out. Hey, cool, we killed them all. Not too bad. I think we only lost 2 or 3. Queen Agnes Freebooter killed by Adventurer. God, we lost a lot. We lost 5 people. I lost one of the adventurers. That hurts. Losing the adventurer hurts because those dudes are expensive. However, look at the value of the gear. Very high value gear. Now, I could let our allies take some gear, but I kind of want to at least take the first most expensive thing. So let's go ahead and let everybody gear up. And then I will continue to take anything of value, which there's really not a whole lot of, but they generally drop a couple thousand dinar worth of gear. And so since we're right here, let's pop over to Yavik's home. Leslie's, this is where her brother and her landed. Lovely. Sure. Grammar's hard, guys. Okay. We're going to get a value about 300 off this. So that's the downside of getting something that's worth so much money, and then you're unable to turn it around and sell it because your selling skill basically sucks. So that is why Leslie is so very important to have in your party, or having a really good trade value. All right, so we're going to get 1,000 dinar out of all that effort, which is kind of rough because I'm pretty sure the cost of the mercenaries is worth more than that. Or the value would be more than that. That's okay, though. It's a bit of a balancing act. But we shall continue on with our adventures. Anything that we could do that would give us extra money. One would be to deliver the message to Baron Godric. Let's go visit Baron Leofric. It was given from Baron Godric. He's supposed to be at Whitestag. We'll go back into Sarliani territory, maybe find some Sarliani bandits. We are still at least getting more money than we're paying out. So we are making a little bit of money every week. We're pretty close though, so we got to be careful about how we upgrade our party. Anson got another upgrade, so I will give him more intelligence. This does unlock the 5th level of surgery. Again, seriously one of the most amazing skills in the game. He's basically a necromancer, okay? He brings people back from the dead. Leslie, again, putting points into charisma, boosting that training up to its cap, which I think is 3. And we also have an upgrade. I think that's going to put us at 15 strength, so I will put that last point into Power Strike. Power Strike gives an 8% increase in damage with each point. So we are sitting at a pretty good amount of damage right now. Again, putting points into Crossbow for proficiencies. And yeah, feeling pretty good so far, guys. This has been a fun little start. Every moment I play this, though, I look up every so often at my little Windows time clock to see what day it is, right? We're only, at this point, the time I'm recording this, is 4 days until launch for the early access of Bannerlord. And from what I've seen of the quality of the multiplayer and the battle screens, I really think it's already at a really high quality right now. I think Tale World has really made a lot of effort to make this game exceptional right off the bat. Here's to hoping everything turns out pretty well. Hey, who do we need to Leofric here? Are you hanging around, Leo? Let's go ask somebody where Leofric is hanging out at. But yeah, I'm really eager to see what things are going to roll out. I'm hoping that I am going to be able to... Crap.
You're lucky.
Was this the guy we're not supposed to talk to? I don't think so. Who do we need to check on? I already forgot. Took like 2 seconds. Leofwine, no Leofric? Crap. This happens all the time. There's so many different lords and whatnot. Leofric, hey, I did guess right. Now, and once you ask somebody where someone else is, they'll give you a bit of an update on their position. Somehow they have this awesome GPS installed, and they can immediately know where everyone in the world is. So he's hanging out over at Fletcher. We'll try to head that way to deliver the message to him. But yeah, hopefully Tail Worlds will send a key out. I did mention, or I talked to the PR person, and they said there's a list or something for creators, so I'm very eager to see if that means early access or early access or what. So as excited as you are, my friends, this channel, fair warning by the way, this might turn into nothing but a Bannerlord channel for a little bit of time. Just warning you in advance. I love the game. I love everything about Bannerlord, so this might be a little bit of an obsession for just a smidge. All right, friends, as we deliver this message to Lord Leofric, not the other Leo. Here you go, buddy. Not a problem, my friend. USPS is here for you. I will go ahead and put another cut in the video. Thank you so much for joining me again. Please do like, subscribe if you enjoy this content. Leave a comment asking me how to do cool stuff. Hey, is this Noldor? These are secular knights. Rangers of the Clarion Call. They're also Sarleon, apparently. I don't know how to get the secular knights at all. Or the Clarion Call. By the way, the Phoenix Knights, is that who I said we're going to be joining up with? They are hanging out over here. You know what? We got a couple minutes here. I'll just run over by a second or two. Let's go to Celendane Castle, one of the Bacchus Empire castles. If we go into the castle itself, right in the gate, you'll see nobody. I completely lied to you. I'm a horrible, horrible person. I thought they were over here. Maybe it changes every game. Okay, that's interesting. Or maybe you have to be of a certain level to even see them. No freaking clue. I'm going to shadow the Noldor for a bit and see if they get into any cool fights. Everyone's going to peace state. Come on, guys, go to war. It'll be much more fun. Yeah, but anyways, thanks guys so much for joining me for this episode of Mountain Blade Warband, Prophecy of Pendor, not quite Bannerlord edition. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to be with me on this channel. I really appreciate your support. As always, do like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Ask us questions. Join the Discord. Be good, by the way. Wash your hands. I hope you guys are well. I hope everyone's doing really good. I do look forward to seeing you again in the next episode, my friends. Until then, please be well.